Okay, guys, let's talk about today's price action. Kind of like a journaling for me. So on the daily chart, this is an empty chart. I'll put some lipstick on it later, but we are in this area over here. You see this Fibonacci gap, right? And in this Fibonacci gap, I expect to see back and forth price before we go down into this area over here. We haven't done that. We haven't engineered low there, so I expect the price to go down there tomorrow probably. But this is the time when it was 9 in the morning, so the price was going up. Let's look here. So this is the little lipstick, a little lipstick. So I put quadrant levels in gray color. Middle one is red, all over the Fibonacci gap, and this one is purple over here. And I put a 0.5 of the range over here, this area. I don't expect the price to go to this level or above this level. That's what I mentioned in my outlook, right? You would have seen that on my chart as well. And we are touching the weekly open as well. Let's go down to an hourly. Honestly, on hourly, I didn't see anything. I just saw that we took support on this Fibonacci gap over here and then went back up, came down into this Fibonacci gap, went back up, and I expected to inverse later. That's what I saw. But I didn't see anything insightful, so I just went to 1 minute. Now, 1 minute was very insightful. Why? Because we had engineered lows next to London lows over here, right? I had one low here noted out. These lows are relatively equal, so this can be considered relatively equal lows, but I didn't point it out. Noted this BC over here as an inversion that can be used when price inverse it, we can enter it. But I entered before that, so I'll show you the execution. This is a minor buy set which can be taken, but I don't expect the price to go up to London high. This was what I mentioned, right? And this is the 0.5 of that wick that I was mentioning, that I don't expect the price to go all the way up there. Now, why I am expecting a reversal here and why I'm not expecting the London highs to be taken. Why? Because I want an SMT with ES over here. So we already have an Asia SMT. So even if there is no SMT here, I will still take the short here later. So market opens, it goes down and takes out this liquidity over here, these lows. Reverses, go up, perfect, comes down. I said at this point, I said I would not enter unless we have an inversion, right? We have no inversion all the way up until here, right? See, the first inversion that we get to the downside was this fair value gap. We took out this equal highs, perfect. We are in the first percent fair value gap, perfect. We did not take the London high, amazing. And this is the first inversion that we see towards the downside. So everything is aligning. This was the easiest trade, honestly. So I entered right before that, before this inversion. I mean, I said that I won't enter, but I entered because I could see everything happening in front of my eyes. I knew this will be an inversion. So I noted out as inversion before even it became an inversion. Right? You can see that in the video that I posted. So we take out the minor buy side into the first percent fair value gap below the London high. Inverse it, targeting this minor sell side and this minor sell side. Now I took out over here. Why I took out over here, I'll show you why in the next slide. So I entered first on this when it touched the first positive fair value gap, and then when it went up, put my stop above the London high, and then entered again when it did an inversion over here. Actually, while it was doing it. So took my partial on this fair value gap that I noted out over here, this one, and then one partial below this low, and then another partial below this low. Let's talk about projection and why I took my partial over there. And as you can see, between 7 a.m. 9 a.m. we had consolidation. So what I said, if there's consolidation, ICT mentioned it so many times in the previous two lectures as well. If there is consolidation, we expect the 9:30 open to spool with a big range. If there is range before 9:30, we expect it to consolidate. So we consolidate, that means that we will have a large range day. So when I shorted, I put my targets in discount. I shorted the max premium put my one partial on discount, middle point of discount, below the range, and then my last partial is 1.25 of the range, extreme discount, right? That's what I did. Now, one more thing you would notice that, okay, this low that I noted out is also equal to 1.5. So that's why I noted it out when I did. Another thing is that I noted out this low, which is London low, and this is between 1.75 and 2. So it's possible it will go down there, but it can also reverse. So that's why I just targeted 1.25 over here, which was a logical area for me. That's it. This was the review for the trade. Amazing day. I hope you find it insightful. Until tomorrow, have a good day.